Oh,
Wow.
that is huge.
Oh, he's made that.
Wow.
Oh my goodness me!
こんにちは。テニスソールのお時間です。今回は初心者が抑えるべきフォアハンドの4ステップを紹介したいと思います。テニスにおいてフォアハンドは最も多く使うショットの一つであり、攻撃と守備の両方で大きな役割を果たします。強力なフォアハンドを身につけることでウィナーを狙う攻撃力だけでなく、相手を動かし有利な展開を作るなどの戦術の幅も広がります。トッププロ選手の多くがフォアハンドを武器に試合を制しているのもこのショットの重要性を物語っています。フォアハンドの基礎を知りたい、初心者でフォアハンドが苦手という悩みを抱えている方は必見です。海外で人気のテニスコーチたちの動画を参考にフォアハンドの基礎を紹介していきたいと思います。ぜひ最後までご覧いただき、フォアハンドを新たな武器にしてください。
Let's get started with the grip. Acceptable to me is an Eastern grip or a semi-Western. I would stay away from a full Western grip because it just gives you more trouble than it's actually worth at the recreational level. Two ways to find it. One, really simple, right hand. If you're a right-hander, of course, put your hand palm flat on the strings and come all the way down. And that should give you the underside of your index finger and knuckle and the meaty part of the palm on bevel number 3. And we start from the top down. So 1, 2, 3, and it should look something like this. So that's a more traditional grip. Roger Federer, for instance, has it. So check this out. And if you want a semi-Western grip, what you do is you slide one bevel further to your right. Of course, if you're a left-hander, you're doing all of that mirror image. So the semi-Western grip feels like you have the hand under the grip a little bit more, and you can generate usually a little bit more topspin a little easier.
The next key piece to the forehand, and this is where a lot of recreational players go wrong. Well, I'm a right-handed player, so I'm going to play with my right arm. But what you want to do from the ready position is you want your left arm, if you're a right-handed player, to take the racket to the side. And you can see now that that naturally just triggers this unit of movement where your shoulders coil while your racket's going back. And I get here. Now I have a unit turn, which really sets up the power of the forehand. And once I'm here, now my left hand can go away. So make sure your left hand's in control of the racket in the ready position. And when the ball comes to the forehand, your first move is going to be left hand to the side. And that naturally will turn your shoulders so your left shoulder is pointing towards the net. The next key piece is that once you get to the unit turn on the side here, that the left hand comes away. And it's got to come away and it's got to balance you and even measure up or space you with the ball. What we don't want to do is have the left arm just fall away and get isolated from the body. We want it to be connected in a balanced position here. So you'll see all professionals and high performance players are separating away and getting into a position that's similar to this. This hand is going to be your helper from this point forward on your forehand as well.
Now your swing path on the forehand is very important, and for this video I'm going to split it into two segments, okay? The first segment, or the first principle, is a basic principle you'll see with all the topspin ground strokes, and that is once they've completed their preparation at the end of the unit turn, the swing path is going to be a high, so they start high just around shoulder level, then they go low, then they go back high. So the swing path is a basic high, low, high swing. So what should you focus on when you're working on this high, low, high swing shape? Once you've completed your preparation and unit turn and you're set up, I'm just going to show you from a neutral stance for the time being. Once you're here, you should feel that the hands and racket are just below shoulder level, okay? When I say high, you don't want to go too high to where you break shoulder level. Definitely keep it just around shoulder level at this point. Now from here, let gravity take over and let the racket fall down. And when I fall down, I'm falling into what we call the slop position. But now it falls down low. Now when we say low, what does that mean? We always reference it to the incoming ball. You want to make sure that you get your racket and hand beneath the level of the incoming ball. Now how much? exaggerate. Feel that it's at least 1 foot beneath the level of the incoming ball. That's a good exaggeration. Now, once you've got beneath the level of the incoming ball, providing you have the right grip, you now lift back high. And by achieving this high-low high swing, what are you going to start to get in terms of ball flight? You're going to get topspin. And remember, that's when the ball rotates end over end, and that will allow the ball to clear the net with more net clearance, but also dip back into the court, which will give you safety and allow you to be a lot more consistent on the court.
Now from the contact point, it's all about the follow through and finish. And the follow through will change depending on the type of shot you're going for. If you're going for more of a topspin shot, the racket head would have started below that point of contact. So the racket will be like this. We're brushing the back of the ball to produce that aggressive topspin. And then we end up with the racket going from racket down position to the racket being up. So the tip of the racket will be pointing towards the sky as I brush the ball. This creates that low to high swing, which is crucial in producing that high net clearance, but then the ball to dip with the topspin. So I'm producing that low to high swing. I reach this position and then I finish that windshield wiper motion. So this action here, and eventually I end up with my racket coming around my chest. So across the chest finish with the elbow. If I want to hit the ball flatter, I can extend much more towards my target and then finish the swing. Either way, I want to make sure that the elbow has bent and has come across the body when I finish that stroke. Some players will also finish over the shoulder. Even a Medvedev likes to finish here quite often. Other players will finish slightly lower. With all three methods, try to ensure that the elbow is bending, which will take the strain off the shoulder muscles and allow you to relax that racket head speed that you've accumulated during that stroke.
本日は初心者向けフォアハンドの4ステップを紹介しました。1つ目はイースタンまたはセミウエスタンで握る。2つ目は左手でボディターン。3つ目はハイローハイスイング。4つ目はフォロースルーで肘を曲げる。でした。フォアハンドのコツをもっと知りたいという方は、ぜひコメントを残しておいてください。お待ちしております。今後、このようにテニス選手やテニスコーチ、テニスファンに役立つ情報をどんどん発信していくので、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価よろしくお願いいたします。